all covered in today's China Truths.
Just returned from a trip abroad and was immediately told to hand over my passport. In China, many unemployed people now sleep on the streets without food, while Shanghai's housing market is collapsing. The moment I came back, I got a call. Turn in your passport. Honestly, it feels like a violation of basic human rights. Why should I hand over my passport? What law says I must? Take my advice. If you don't urgently need to go abroad, don't bother applying for a passport now. It's nothing but trouble. From personal experience, my husband and I already have passports, but our child doesn't. When we tried to apply for one, they refused. I asked, "What's required to apply?" They said we needed an invitation. I asked, "An invitation for a 2-year-old? From whom?" I told them, "I already have a passport. Why would I need to invite anyone?" They said, "You must invite an adult." I asked again, "Why? What for?" No one at the immigration office could give a clear answer. They just refused to process it. For those planning to go abroad, be careful. The situation is serious in Shenyang. Some friends flying from Kaohsiung Airport to Jeju, South Korea, were turned back at customs. They later checked with the police and border control. No issues found. The conclusion? If customs even suspect you won't return, they'll stop you right there. In recent years, Chinese authorities have tightened exit controls. Getting or using a passport has become painfully difficult. Many travelers are persuaded not to leave. Some even have their phones checked at customs. Bloggers across China share similar stories. With so many people going overseas, the outflow of talent and money is massive. Reports say tens of thousands head to Southeast Asia daily for tourism, business, or new opportunities. But at customs, you're grilled with endless questions, your luggage searched, even your chats inspected. Whether you say it's tourism, business, or family visits, they demand invitation letters and piles of documents. If anything seems off, your ticket and visa become useless. Passports are now extremely hard to get, and some visas are even invalidated. Why are new bank employees also required to hand in their passports or Hong Kong, Macau permits? Many assume it's just a background check, but insiders say it's also to prevent corruption or employees fleeing abroad with funds. Some state banks even demand staff submit credit reports every 3 months. Because of this rule, I gave up all my bank offers. I graduated with a master's in 2024 and received several offers, IT roles, head office placements, but I declined them all. The reason was simple. I refused to hand over my passport. My family and friends couldn't understand. It's a stable, respectable job, they said. Who even travels abroad often? But to me, the real issue was freedom. I grew up poor and never went abroad before 25, but that doesn't mean I should be stripped of the right to choose. So I joined a major internet company instead. I've been at Tencent for nearly a year now. I'm busy, sure, but I feel free. I have a classmate in Hebei working in a government unit. His life is extreme. He never posts on social media, doesn't use Douyin, even turned off his WeChat moments. I didn't get it until one of my clients, also a public worker, told me both his passport and Hong Kong Macau permit were confiscated. I asked, "Seriously? Why? Can anyone confirm which departments are doing this? It's absurd." Today, the hardest places to get a passport are Fujian, worst, followed by Jiangsu, Xinjiang, and Tibet. In these regions, you must provide endless documents to prove a valid reason to travel. Then Hebei, Pingjiang, Shanxi, and Jiangxi, because many people there left and never came back, making it tougher for others. Hubei, Hunan, Sichuan, and Suanan also require applicants to justify every exit. In Fujian, even visa applications are being rejected in large numbers. Why is it so hard for people in Fujian to get a visa? The blogger explains, Fujian has long been a hub for migration. Many local networks help people move abroad, forming large overseas Fujian communities. Because of this, countries now see Fujian as a high-risk region for illegal immigration. There are many overstay cases. People leave on tourist or business visas and never come back. Some even apply for asylum. Visa officers have therefore become extremely strict with Fujian applicants. Fujian has also been linked to several major smuggling scandals, like the Dover shipwreck tragedy in the UK and the Golden Venture disaster in the US, which made foreign authorities even more cautious. Many Fujian residents also go abroad on work visas but end up working illegally in developed countries. This deepens the suspicion that any traveler from Fujian might overstay. As a result, the high-risk label has stuck firmly. Visa systems in the US, Japan, and South Korea are now directly connected to applicants' household registration data, and Fujian remains flagged. For Chinese citizens, getting a visa to most countries is already tough, while citizens of developed countries can simply buy a ticket and go visa-free. The blogger gives examples. Once, a small country like Hungary allowed visa-free entry for Chinese citizens, but after tens of thousands from one province applied, they panicked and canceled the policy. Mexico once allowed visa-free entry too, but when many Chinese started using it as a route to cross illegally into the US, Mexico also shut it down. Ecuador faced the same issue. Thousands used it as a backdoor to the US and ended its visa-free access on July 1st last year. Even teachers and doctors, who should have the right to travel, are forced to hand in their passports to schools or education bureaus. They lose the chance to see the world and broaden their minds. This excessive control over ordinary professionals desperately needs to change. If you've been refused once, the blogger warns, wait at least 6 months before trying again. Your refusal record is automatically uploaded to the National Immigration Administration's database, showing the exact time, place, and reason, visible to officers at every international airport in China. If you were refused entry to Hong Kong or Macau, your chances of visiting any Southeast Asian country afterward drop sharply. Border officers might think you're trying to use another country as a detour, and you'll likely be refused again. Recently, a new phrase has gone viral online: border control. It means even if you already have a valid passport and visa, you can still be stopped at the checkpoint. The Exit Entry Bureau and border inspection systems are separate. One gives you a passport, the other decides whether you can actually leave. Now, even people holding valid Hong Kong-Macau travel permits are being stopped. Once refused, it's like a cooling-off period after a breakup. You'll be banned from leaving China for about a month. The blogger advises, don't try to sneak out through other checkpoints or your passport may be confiscated. A vlogger from Xinjiang shared his story. His passport was about to expire, so he went to the Beijing Exit Entry Bureau 3 months early to renew it. But the process had become painfully complicated. He was told that applicants with a Xinjiang ID must now submit extra documents, including invoices from a travel agency. Frustrated, he said, "I've lived and worked in Beijing for years, and it's never been this hard. Why must I join a tour group? I'm not disabled. Can't I travel alone? I'm an adult. My passport proves I'm Chinese. Doesn't that mean I have the right to travel freely? Why are you restricting me like a child?" Today, not only is it difficult to get a passport, but even those who already have one are finding it harder to leave the country. Some travelers said that after returning home, local officials called them and ordered them to cancel their passports. From customs to border checkpoints, every step has become stricter. Travelers now face intense questioning, bag searches, and even phone inspections. Messages, chats, and invitation letters all checked. If anything looks suspicious, your journey ends right there. Your ticket and visa become worthless. In recent years, China's passport restrictions have expanded dramatically, affecting government employees, bankers, teachers, doctors, and financial workers alike. Mr. Huang, a loan officer at a state-owned bank in Beijing, told Voice of America that these rules violate basic employee rights. He joined the bank in 2006. Before 2016, every full-time worker had to surrender their passports and Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan travel permits to HR for safekeeping. Anyone wishing to travel abroad had to file an official request. After 2016, regular employees were allowed to keep their passports, but managers still had to turn theirs in. Each year, employees must fill out a clean governance form, listing all entry and exit records, and upload their passport information to the company database. Mr. Huang called the policy an outright infringement of personal freedom. He added, "Most people in China can barely afford to eat now." And that's no exaggeration. One of my business loan clients showed me his payment data. In 2022 and 2023, people mostly used WeChat Pay, Alipay, or bank cards. But by late 2024, credit cards and Huabei, Ant Group's loan service, had become the main payment methods. People are literally borrowing just to survive. China's economy is entering a deep crisis. Factories across the country are shutting down one after another, leaving millions unemployed. Bankruptcy waves are sweeping through industrial zones that were once full of life. Ordinary people are cutting back on spending, afraid to buy even daily necessities. Shopping malls are empty, and streets that used to be bustling now feel lifeless. Confidence in recovery has vanished as businesses collapse and incomes shrink. A dark and uncertain future is looming over the Chinese people.
Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We will keep reporting on the COVID surge in China, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get the latest videos. And thank you for tuning in.